Meteorologist Joe Bastardi with your Go Salt video here. Taking a look at the total snow amounts over the upcoming weekend with this clipper that's it's just falling apart. And it's falling apart because there's so much cold air coming. This looks very innocent. Now, the problem we have is there's a strong upper disturbance coming through this afternoon, and it could create renegade snow squalls into the coastal plain that then freeze up after they hit, they melt, and then refreeze again because it's so cold later in the day. This is normally a phenomenon you see out here. But there's a study at Penn State that was done in the 1970s that at this time of the year, in the month of March, when the 1,500 millibar thickness is below 522, there's more of a chance of snow squall activity down here at southeast of the mountains than there is in the middle of January. And that's because the air can get more unstable. Now, tomorrow afternoon, there's another problem. This is 0Z. And you can see that there's this Arctic front that is in here. And that front may carry with it afternoon, evening snow squalls that are, as the front comes south, the snow squalls move along and then the cold air comes in. This is wickedly cold air. Wicked. It's coming into New England, so it's got to be wicked, right? So that is a problem. And they are looking west. This is a problem for the Chicago area tomorrow afternoon. A band of snow comes across. And it's one of these things where 50 to 100 miles wide, snow and then refreezing, melting and refreezing on the road can be a real pain in the neck. So there are some things going on, certainly far less than what I thought. I thought this clipper would be quite a bit more active. However, it is not over yet. When we look at how this is going on, there is a very fast stream, so the cold cannot hit and hold. See these north-south troughs here, and even though the anomalies don't look too great down here, these have to move fast. Now you see that little blue area right there? That is kicking this along, so it's going to move very quickly. Look at that. At day 6, it's already in the northeast, but see what's going on here. We're starting to pop a ridge in Greenland. If you connect these ridges over the top, look out. So when we get out here to day 9, this is a very interesting pattern because what happens is the cold is not leaving Canada this time. And because it's stretched out west-east across the north here, any perturbation is going to cause a problem. You get the cold to come in and some wave comes along, look out. In addition, if we look at what was going on with yesterday's run of the model, for the same period, this was day 10 yesterday. Notice this over here, so there's a ridge here, all right? Now, the stronger this is back here, the stronger this is going to be over the northeastern part of the United States, and with it, the attendant problem. So that's on day 9. We get out to day 12, and that's the old day 10, I'm sorry. And you can see the old day 10 just ain't what it used to be. Wasn't it a song? Okay, I think that's Gray Mare. All right, take a look at what's going on up here. This is the new day 12. Now, again, this further off, this could phase right along the eastern seaboard. And when you get this kind of situation, you've got cold air that's dammed up here and waves that come underneath. It's look out. These clippers and, this one didn't work out, but these things can really be a pain in the neck. Now, the old day 13 looked like this. We get out to the new day 15, and you can see the trough near the eastern seaboard off the west coast. The old run looked like this. So the more this is out here, the more there's going to be here, and so that's why this isn't over. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of strong analog support because the cold air is not leaving Canada this time. Whenever we had things go right before with the upper air, well, you saw we had a week to 10 days there where it was real winter in the northeastern part of the United States with the snowstorms and everything else. But there was not a lot of cold air, true cold air to produce it. It was just cold enough because it was the time of the year. Now there's wickedly cold air all across southern Canada. And at this time of the year, the jet stream weakens, so it becomes weaker. I was told I said that in the recording, so I'll say it again. What happens is it slows down. When it slows down, the large cold pools will tend to congregate into ponds in areas, believe it or not, that were predominantly warmer before. So there's some analog support for all this, and that's something that we have to watch down the road. Look at the big change in the European from last night's run for what was day 10 to 15. Here's the cold air in Canada. You can see the warmth across the south. This is not an innocent pattern, but it's not like this where it's definitely trying to show the cold pointing its finger into the eastern part of the United States. And the more that's out here, the more there's going to be in here. And that's why there is still a chance that this thing comes roaring back. Here's the European week 2 for you. with the snow amounts over the northeastern part of the United States, the areas of concern, the control is even more optimistic about that. So it's not over yet. And there's plenty of potential in this pattern. The question is, can we lock and load it for 2 to 3 weeks? So keep kicking the can down the road here. But a lot of the analogs that we have in past events similar to this, for instance, February 1954 was the warmest February on record, but March turned very cold and stormy. So it's something that we have to at least keep an eye on. And maybe next week at this time, I'll be talking the way I was that Friday before all that snow hit. All right, that's it for now. Enjoy the weather. It's the only weather you got.